Alright, so I was just about to finish up working on the PT today. Then Ravi hit me up asking about the hangers on his Elko. So, time to load up the welder. I'll grab the grinder, some cutoff disc. Threw my helmet and gloves in the truck already. So, load up the welder. About to head over to Grind Schools. Help him out with the Elko. I would take mine, but still need to get the tire for it. So I've been slacking. But yeah, let me load this up, get the bike and the Monty back in the garage. Then we'll hit the road and cut you guys back on when I get over to Grind Schools. But yeah, so just wants to raise these up a little bit. So got some new hangers. Yeah, we'll probably cut this old one off. Like cut the bar here. Probably have to cut this bolt, move it up a little bit because they're a little low. Even if you cut that down, that first one, it'd actually be hanging a lot lower. So probably chop this hanger. Use probably the first or second hole. I don't know. Might be the first one. Have to raise it up a lot. Or cut this bottom part down and raise that up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have to cut it down to at least that first hole to move it up. It's gonna be close. How you want it? Tucked up or?
Yeah, I don't want it to hang no more.
So about like there.
So if you could, so I want to dump it.
You want to cut them?
Yeah.
Today?
We don't got to today, but
You want facing the ground?
the ground. Yeah. We could take that whole setup off if you want, and then we can cut it. So you ain't gotta be up under there on the back. You can probably just measure it where the hanger will be, and then we can cut it. All kinds of.
Well, even
Careful around this tank. Now back up.
even cutting this, just where the mounts are,
Yeah.
it's still going to be a little tight. Not going to probably lift it about half an inch with this hanger.
What about this one?
With the one on it now, well, on this side, it's two different hangers, I think.
So
Yeah.
the one that I was thinking, where I put it at?
So the one on it now, we could cut this bolt off
Yeah.
and just move that up on this side, and it'll move it up. But the other side, I think, is different. So let's see. And somebody's gonna have to invest in the creeper.
Oh dang, my bad. It's wet right
Are
there.
you good?
Let me get a.
Yeah, this is kind of the style I have on it now. So we gonna move it up as far as we can and get them up.
Here, I'll show you what I got. This is what I got right here.
That's hazard pay right there. Price just went up.
So what I was thinking was weld that to the floor this way,
Yep.
and then this on the muffler.
Well, if you have a bolt, we'll just weld the bolt. That way you can take them on and off if you have to. And then just cut that to size. Yeah.
So this is I got some bolts. Let's see if these are big enough, bro. I think they might be.
Yeah, so we'll weld that to the frame and then just slide it on. Throw a nut on it. Call it good.
One of these. Which one you think would be better?
Just whatever fits. Whatever you have a matching nut to. Probably that one. Yep.
We got two of them too, so.
Alright.
So yeah, we could just do it like that. That's kind of what I was thinking, just so they can get off the ground.
Yeah.
Period, you know?
Yeah. So let me see. Or I could just, well, no, that still won't work. So So I think on this side, we're going to use this hanger.
Okay.
We'll take out this bolt that's in it, move it up, and I'll move this side up. And then we'll use this one on the other side and try to get the same height, because this one's just going to be a little too far or too long.
So also, what I wanted to do too is I wanted to use these. I don't want to use those pipes. I don't want it to come out the side. So those are 2.5. The pipe is 2.5. So I don't know how that works, you know?
Yeah.
With the welding situation.
Well, I'm not professional anyway, but I could melt it on there.
So kind of what I was thinking is like, so you're not on your back.
Yeah.
We could. So I was gonna cut that pipe off at the muffler and then dump that pipe underneath.
You want it going straight, or you want it?
Yeah, no, I don't want it angled. How it is fine.
Because if you cut it, it'll be facing probably like.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
fine. That's fine. But hold on, let me see.
So I was going to throw another wrench into it, because depending on where you cut it.
Yeah.
So say you cut it there. Yeah, where the hanger's going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we could just cut that. So we could cut that pipe off altogether.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Let's see. You still make it happen. I could bend this.
Yeah.
So if I bend it, mount it towards the top. If it's at a 90, I could either weld to the muffler or this little section here that's going to be cut.
Okay.
Just have to get the distance and the height right
Okay.
on the bend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can make it happen. I'll catch you guys back on once we figure it out.
Hurry up!
Don't try this at home. We are untrained professionals. Alright, so I'm getting a little better at this welding thing. Tips are all welded on. So what's next, we have to put it back in the car, mock it up, see where the hangers are going to be. See if we can get it any higher. Get the hangers welded on, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, have Robbie do a couple of the welds, you know, so he can say he welds on his cars. But yeah, now looking pretty good. Little Eastwood MiG 135. So I'll probably need a bottle soon, especially once I get back to working on the PT. But yeah, so far so good. Let's get it back in the car, get it mocked up, and let's call it a day soon. All right, so it's mocked up now, and I think it's a good height how it sits.
Yeah. I think so too.
Tucked in there. I think probably could rotate them a little bit more, but it looks good. It's even on both sides. Let's check how it looks from back here. I think that side might be able to come up a hair, but not bad. We'll get it undercoated one of these days. But yeah, so next let's see how we want to do the hangers. I'm thinking we'll cut these down quite a bit. Just weld it on there. Might have to drop it slightly. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's probably about where they'll sit. Like I said, that side might need to come up a notch. So this one's on the jack stand. That one's not. So it's one thing in the garage probably sloped, but yeah, this side comes down a notch, or that side goes up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get that. We'll probably bend that, weld it to the top of this, and weld it to the tip, and call it good. Yeah, I'll probably drop this side a little bit so it's not tapping. Or can you scoot it up some more?
Yeah, see if you could, because that's what I was just about to look at. See if that's
Yeah, because if it slides up, it's going to leave it a little bit more gap. But I'll probably bring it down just in case.
All right. Let me see, tap it with a mallet.
All right. Once again, don't try that at home. We're untrained professionals. Alright, so here's the plan. I have two different bolts. The larger one will run a nut on it. The second one is just kind of like a brace. So what I did, I turned those at a 90 instead of cutting them down. Try to use it to the advantage because it needs to be offset a little bit. So get this side welded on to the exhaust tip. And these two I have marked. I marked it where I'm gonna do the bolts, so I'm gonna weld two bolts on here. And so one of them will be the main one, and the other one will be just to keep it from tilting up or sagging. So get those two bolts welded on, get that welded on there, and we'll be good to go. So I'll probably drop the exhaust, well, move the jack stand, let it hang a little bit lower, get the two bolts welded on, and then while it's dropped, welded on here too. I already cleaned up the exhaust tip, just hit it with the flap disc a little bit, and then ground this down up here. So yeah, just plug the welder in, get these on, and once the nut's on there, probably trim it down a little bit in case the exhaust did have to come off. You don't have to move it as far out. But yeah, that's the plan. There we go. Exhaust is all welded up. I think I did a little bit lower than I had it marked, but we should be good. We should be good. Yeah, I also wanted them up just a tad higher, but I think this should work. Yeah, I think this one. The other one's up a little slightly higher, I think. Could just be me, but it looked good.
There's still some adjustment that can be done though.
Yeah. So he's gonna lower it, see how it sounds, and then I'm gonna go get something to eat. Did you ever pick a name for the Monty? Not yet.
No, not yet. I asked her, she's still early decide. Alright, let's lower this 989. Whew. Let's see if we get it.
You tightened up the front ones on the exhaust, right?
Huh?
You tightened up the bolts on the front of the exhaust?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Moment of truth.
Yeah, it's still low to me. I was like, to me, I think this side's a lot lower. But
That's alright though. It's still like adjusted, you know?
yeah.
Got a little bit of adjustment. Cause I was just trying to push it up with my hand. Alright, y'all. So it's still a little bit low, but it's not as bad as it was. And I'm better rocking like that than how it was. Like you can't really see the exhaust pipe. Like before you could see the front of the exhaust pipe hanging all the way down. And we ain't doing that no more, so. Let me go ahead and start it up. And then, yeah. Let me grab the keys and I'll start that joint up.
You leave them in there? It's in the garage, man. You gotta leave them in there.
I know, I'm just used to doing it like that, you know? Alright, let me grab them. Let's get it.
Sounds good. Open up the garage all the way. Don't forget that pan's underneath. That pan's still underneath. It's good. It's coming from this way. Got a big old smile on his face. Might need to pull it up just a little bit.
Pull it up?
Yeah, about a couple inches.
Alright.
Are you good?
Woo!
out.
Oh, do I?
Passenger side.
Okay. Right on, brother, man.
Oh, the smile said it all.
Man.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, it's probably wiring.